I'm here with Max today. Max, thank you for your time. Just a couple of questions. What are the most significant challenges or frustrations that you face with the current method of carrying gear?
So currently, I am one of the 3 people who have to take their car
I was speaking
and
to the
go
right
and get
man.
the gear. So it's just a lot of volume of things,
Okay.
and the most difficult part, in my mind, is the masks. As
Okay.
you can see, they're kind of a obtuse shape that takes up a lot of area compared to their weight.
Yep.
So they're just really like floaty and kind of get shoved everywhere in bags or whatever.
Okay.
And it makes it hard to efficiently pack a car,
Yep.
which is why we kind of have to take 3.
Okay.
If we were able to pack them more efficiently, I think we could get into 2 cars.
Gotcha. So, because obviously in terms of like you can't really stack them, so it's like they have to just be.
Yeah, you can fit like 5 of them in like a medium bin,
Okay.
and that's kind of all you really can do.
With this current setup, have you experienced any damages or that sort to the mast?
No, the masks are pretty robust. They're meant to take, impact
Yeah.
and all this. So we haven't noticed any significant damage, maybe scuffs or something of such. It is actually more beneficial for them to be open, because if you have them like in like an airtight container, let's say, they stay wet and then they'll rust.
Gotcha.
So it's kind of important for them to be breathable, and that way they last longer.
Okay. Gotcha. So, do you have your own personal bag?
I have my own personal. Do you want to see it?
Yeah, please.
So it's a common type of bag. It's 2 pockets.
Okay.
It's got a rolling frame, handle, 2 main pockets, 3 side pockets.
Okay.
And I do have to separate my wet gear from my dry gear. So this is stuff like swords and metal vests and stuff that can't get wet or else
Okay.
it'll rust. And this is all like my clothes that end up getting super sweaty and wet.
Gotcha. Are there any ergonomic issues with this bag, or would you say like the rolling and everything is pretty efficient?
With this bag,
Yeah.
it's perfect.
Perfect.
Yeah, a rolling is kind of like the best system. But if you look at someone else's bag, this is Ryan's bag.
Okay.
It doesn't roll. It's 1 pocket. It's just kind of hard to fit everything in there, and it's a really weird shape.
All shifts around when you're carrying
It
it.
all kind of shifts around, and you can't like this one sling
Yep.
or like a hand, but no one cares about a hand.
Okay. So with your bag, obviously there's a lot more space. It's a bigger bag, but it's
Yeah.
like separated. It like you keep the wet items away from the metal so it doesn't rust. Obviously.
Yeah.
Would it be more beneficial for you if this bag was separated into 2, but if it were more boxy and like separated into separate compartments so everything isn't shifting around?
That would be kind of nice, because even amongst my wet gear, there's gear that doesn't get that wet. And like, let's say I want to have like a change of shirt in there.
Yeah.
That gets stuck with the wet gear and then kind of gets kind of smelly.
Gotcha.
So yeah, more compartmentalization is always good.
Yep.
And then you get these exterior pockets for like small like little wires and stuff that I have to carry around.
Okay.
Also like a first aid kit and a sweat rag. But then there needs to be a pocket for papers.
Got
If
you.
you have registration papers for competition and stuff.
Got you.
So
Okay.
it has to have its own specific pocket.
Okay, perfect. And last question. This
Yeah.
is kind of just out of the blue. In terms of the mask, kind of like a bag like yours, let's say the top was like mesh, and so it's able to breathe, the masks aren't rusting.
Yeah.
And it was like separate compartments. Let's say it could fit 8 masks into 1 roller. Do you think that would be a lot more efficient than doing these bins just in terms of taking up space in the car?
Space in the car might be the same, but the fact that it rolls,
Yeah, that's a lot easier.
it's so much easier to transport. And because I don't know if you've seen the current solution, it's like a big sack of potatoes.
Yeah,
It's hard to hold and
Yeah.
really do anything with. So I think that would be pretty good solution.
Yeah, no, we're just trying to think of like the best way of getting from point A to point B. And
Exactly.
I feel like the tubs, yes, they're cheap and they get the job done, but not super efficient.
No, not the best.
All right, well, thank you so much. I think I got a lot of good insight.
Okay, glad I could help.
Yeah, thanks so much.
Yeah, nice.